Once upon a time, hemp was living the rock star life. Vincent van Gogh painted this famous painting on it. It was used as paper to draft the American Declaration of Independence in 1776. It was a cash crop and U.S. taxes were paid with it. Politicians grew it, and get this, it was actually illegal not to grow hemp in some colonies. Let's just say hemp was living the good life. So what happened?
These high school boys and girls are having a hop at the local soda fountain. Innocently they dance. Innocent of a new and deadly menace lurking behind closed doors. Marijuana, the burning weed with its roots in hell.
In the 1930s, the public's attitude toward cannabis took a turn for the worse. Huge corporations had a vested interest in making hemp illegal. Specifically, wealthy magnates like W.R. Hearst, who owned vast forests used for the production of paper. Get it? Paper. From trees, not hemp. These guys wanted the hemp paper trade outlawed. Hearst used his newspapers to convince Americans that hemp was a life-destroying drug, just like its cousin marijuana, and the rich and powerful got their way. In 1937, the Marijuana Tax Act was passed in the U.S., which meant it became illegal to produce any plant type associated with the cannabis family, including hemp. The plant was banned for the next 80 years. Fast forward to 2014, when former U.S. President Barack Obama signed the Federal Farm Bill. It allowed states with hemp legislation to grow the plant for research purposes, and that's where it got stuck south of the border. Meanwhile, in Canada, we haven't treated the green leaf all that well either. 200 years ago, Canadian farmers were actually given free seeds from the King of England. In 1928, the Canadian House of Commons encouraged Canadian farmers to grow hemp. But just a decade later, we joined the international battle against THC and other controlled substances by prohibiting cannabis. Hemp became a casualty of war and, like in the US, was now unwelcome. While Posh and Bex were planning their wedding in 1998, the Canadian government legislated the planting and processing of industrial hemp. For the first time in 60 years, farmers were able to grow and manufacture parts of the plants, such as the stalks and the seeds, but nothing else. Which brings us to now. With the legalization of recreational cannabis in Canada, the entire hemp plant has been liberated. Its flowers and leaves can be legally used for anything. From Midas Letter Live, I'm Liz West.